Yes, we breathe in oxygen, which comes from the trees.
Hey, y'all.
Everything. So when you have a people,
we just want to talk about
repels the most natural thing
and stuff like that.
You have to ask yourself, who are these people?
Well,
and when I say these people, I'm speaking of the Caucasian, the white people, the European. They have so many names just as well as we have so many names.
All right.
Negro, African, nigger, African American, black.
Well, as you know, there's all this stuff going on in 2020.
And the teachers of the most honorable
we was the very first people
harsh,
on this
but if I
earth.
sit down and explain it to you, you will agree with
Let
me.
me tell you why. Black people on this earth for billions of years. Billions. We're not saying that you're stupid or anything. And white people on this earth for about 600 years.
The truth of who you are.
6,000
And if
years.
you learn who you are, and also if we learn who we are,
one person.
This would be a great place, and we will be able to coexist. Because right now, racism comes from one thing and
they like aliens.
But if both people realize who they really were, and things were put in their proper place,
see how they put on sunscreen, and then we don't.
Envy and jealousy,
because the sun reflects off our body.
Destruction.
And we are made for the sun.
And in politics, it's manifesting itself every day. Just yesterday, they bombed the capital of the United States.
And so that's when
racism that in his book, The Fall of America.
Well, see, there's more than racism. Because there is great black people in the world. There's Muhammad Ali, there's Harriet Tubman stuff. There is very heroic black people in the world.
He's being taught by God. And it's my
so Muhammad Ali was a boss. You have
the truth, regardless of feelings, because I don't babysit feelings. Nor should you.
This whole life is about to turn into a history story for
But you might not be on YouTube after this one. What? You might not be on YouTube no more after this one.
Okay, I'm back.
But hey,
alright, I'm back.
You can email me at HALL.
And my dad's here too.
1989@gmail.com. My name is Akil Muhammad. I am a student of the Most Honorable
and so
through his representative, the Honorable Municipal Farrakhan. And everything that I speak off what I was taught.
Okay, my son was trying to explain to y'all that we're going to talk about history. Because without history, there's so many unanswered questions. But if we take history for what it is, that's been taught to us by our former oppressor, which I'm speaking of the Caucasian, the European, the white guy, the white man, white woman, whatever you want to call them. But when you look to your 9 times out of 10 teacher of your education, they was a European, a Caucasian. They taught you things that was false at the end of the day. But it's my duty to teach the truth. And that's what I'm going to teach today. And my son asked me a question, which is asked by billions of people. He asked me, who is God? And my answer to who is God was real simple. You are God. God is everything that you do of righteousness. When you feed the hungry, that's an act of God because he's a merciful God. If you agree, give me a like.
I feed the hungry.
Drop a comment. My son, he reflects God's mercy every day. He don't stand to see a homeless person. He want to stop the cop and give him $1. But that's God at the end of the day. But our perception of God is what's wrong. God is real, but his teaching is wrong. We're taught that God is outside in space, flying around with some wings and some music in the background with a harp. There's no such thing. It's all false. The Bible doesn't even support that. If you look in the Old Testament, it never speaks of dying and going to meet God. That's not in the book.
And me and him are talking to this one person that's watching right now. So I really hope that you're listening. You don't have to, I mean, if you want to, you can type in a chat right next to it. And we're doing this for A good reason. I don't know what reason. For a good reason.
It's for a good cause, man. Because at the end of the day, we all been lied to. Black people, white people, Chinese people, Mexicans, Asians, even the Jamaican brother who was our brother, but they don't think we brothers because they talk differently. The Spanish community who don't think they are brothers because they talk a different language, but we all the same people. Look at my son. This is my son, but he's a shade lighter than me. But if he had a different language, he would think he's different than me. But we the same. He came from me just as well as you came from me. Mexican brother, Asian brother, Chinese brother, Indian brother. We all the same people. But there is one that is not in woman. They're here for a reason, and they're serving God's purpose. But the problem is we haven't been taught well enough about ourselves to serve our purpose. Because everything that God created, He created it with His will. And it was created to submit. But once you don't submit, that's when hell on earth comes for you. Not for everybody, but for you, because you have to answer for your actions. If you look at the cow don't try to be a dog, the cow don't try to be a lion, the cow don't try to be a cat. The cow is a cow. It's going to produce milk, it's going to eat grass. It's not going to try to raise my son. It's going to do what it was created to do, which is keep the world moving, man. Either we going to eat it or we going to wear it. That's the cow. Either you're going to have it like a pet. But God gave us dominion over all things if you read Genesis. He said, I made man to have dominion over all things. We even named the animals. We named everything. If you look at a zoo, for example, there's every type of animal in the zoo. But who's controlling it? Man.
Yeah,
man. That's what we do. So you got something to say to this one person who's watching?
Well, I do have something to say. If like, I don't know if you're white or black or light skinned. I don't know where you're from. But if you said Mexicans and Chinese people are all brothers, right?
They are brothers and sisters, yes.
So that means one person is up, right?
That one person, 9 times out of 10, is our brother and sister. But if you happen to be white, there's still a door for you. You still a human. Because you're on this planet, we share it with you. We would treat you just as well as we would treat somebody of color.
No matter what you do to us, we're still gonna treat you as family.
Exactly, because we're gonna manifest the God that's inside of us. It's hard to convince a black person to hate somebody. It's hard. Even when we do things wrong, we have to make it up in our mind to do it because it's hard for us just to do wrong. We're going to justify. For example, I don't wake up and just say I want to sell drugs just because I want to sell drugs. I have to have a reason. I have to sit down and think about it. Okay, my family hungry. The bills need paid. My son needs shoes. I have to build up all this stuff inside of me before I can actually go and break the law. But you have people, when I say people, I'm speaking of the white race. I have to be honest. I have to come straight with the truth. They do things without even thinking. They kill their parents. They blow up schools. They shoot up the schools. That's not what we do because we don't have a heart like that.
And there is some white people trying to be like black people. Like rappers, Eminem.
Yeah. You are the maker of this planet Earth, man. Things that you do, others want to follow. We got the sauce. Not saying we're greater than anybody, but history is best qualified to reward your research. So if you research everything that I'm saying, you will be rewarded. Because I'm not telling you a lie. Everything that I say can be looked up. It can be studied. And it also could be brought to a debate if you choose to still go against the truth, because people go against the truth every day. That's life. Look at the White House. against wrong all day long. And that's one thing about us as a people. We will separate over the truth. But white people will come together and support a lie.
We will, like, you don't have to, but can you please type in a chat box?
I would like to know who's watching this right now.
Yeah.
Do you agree with what I'm saying, or do you disagree?
Yeah. Do you agree or disagree?
Now, I also hope you're not one of them intellectual cowards. I hate to use a harsh word, but that's what I call those who say they know something, but they only discuss it behind closed doors. Everything that I talk about, I can bring into the world. But I'm just not on that type of platform. That's why I just come to YouTube and hope somebody run across the video.
I don't think he's typing. You just start typing in the chat box too. You like agree and type in agree or disagree.
Okay. Now I'm not trying to
make you do it.
I'm not trying to recruit anybody to do anything. I just want to know. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not none of that. I'm a free-minded thinking individual, but I have been taught by a master teacher. And until the day where what I've been taught can be proven wrong, I will stand on what I'm standing on today. I don't think they want to say anything.
Yeah. I think they just want to listen.
Did you upload the video?
Yeah, it's uploading now.
Okay. We gotta get ready to get dressed so we can go over there. And hopefully they be ready.
Yes, in the live stream. What are you trying to do?
I thought somebody would be interacting, but we had nobody interacting with us.
I think they just want to listen.
They want to listen. But that's cool too if you just listen, because a lot of times you got 2 ears for a reason, right? And 1 mouth. Listen more than you talk. And if you know something to get me out of darkness, please. I don't want to be in the dark. I like to be in the light. I'm dark enough.
I don't know who it is.
How we can, hopefully we can find out.
You just end the stream.
Yeah, I know. I want to see if we can see who